What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade basketball analysis coming to y'all with that prediction analysis while listening to analysis at the same time, holding it down for analysisplayground.com. We're going to talk about the most improved player award. This is always a tough one because you really don't know who's going to break out. You really don't know how the season's going to go. Trades happen, opportunities open up, injuries happen, opportunities open up, and it's always that one player that becomes an all-star, becomes a 20-point scorer out of nowhere. Usually this is one of the hardest wars to predict just because you never know what's going to happen and you never know what they're working on and how they're going to play through an 82 game season, which will be this year. But I'm going to give you the best analysis that I can get from the guys that I think will have the best chance to put up the best numbers, which this is a numbers award to get this, trophy. Tyrese Maxey, no Ben Simmons. We know Ben Simmons will get traded. We know that he's out of there. Tyrese Maxey showed that he's aggressive. He likes to attack. He can score. Still not the greatest playmaker. Still not the most efficient guy or shooter. But at least he's in attack mode. He can produce. He can score. He can get to the basket. And he will play enough minutes to where his stats should increase. A lot of this is just taking a leap from where you were before to a huge incremental leap to where you are now. The opportunity will be there. The chance will be there. He just had to go out there and ball. We know that Tyrese Maxey was a good player in college. We predicted that he would be a solid NBA player, which he has been so far. But now they just need somebody that can really operate the point guard position and at least try to run the floor generalship for that team. They don't really have any other guards that I would recommend playing ahead of Maxey. I know he's inexperienced. I know he's young. If they don't get a trade to get a point guard, which they've been trying to do, but they haven't been able to do, Ben Simmons won't be playing, as you can see, and I don't blame him. I'm on his side 100%. But at the same time, somebody's going to have to play there until somebody replaces him, or if he don't play, somebody got to play in general. They don't even get a trade. So I think Tyrese Maxey definitely be in that conversation to have inflated stats to be able to win this award. Isaac Okoro, I like him. I like what I seen in summer league. Still playing out of position, but he looked it more aggressive. He looked it more confident. He looked it a little bit more physical. I liked him coming into the draft because of his defense. His defense hasn't been great or hasn't translated. A lot of him has to do with him being undersized at the small forward position and his lack of shooting was one of the big reasons why we knew it would take multiple years for Isaac Okoro to be able to be a two-way player. Even though his defense hasn't been as good, like I said before, his offense looked like it's going in the right direction. They're going to need some offense, some people to score. He's going to have chances. He's going to have opportunity. They have more bigs to set screens or give him more lanes to the basket. He's going to have open opportunities in transition. He's going to have the ability to make shots. You just have to put them down. It's all on that. If he makes his shots, he takes advantage of the open opportunities. He cuts, gets out in transition, makes some jumpers every couple times a game. Then maybe you looking at 18, 19 points per game, couple rebounds, couple assists because you're going to play the minutes. You're going to have the opportunity to fill up those type of stats. Might not be the biggest, may not be the highest numbers, but you still want to fill up in, those spots too throughout a game. And he has better teammates the last couple years as they've been drafting and putting around talent around them. So I think Isaac Corvo would definitely be in that conversation. Same with Darius Garland. They need somebody to really push the tempo. He had to figure his feel out. He had to get his touch back. He's starting to play make a lot better. I didn't look at him as a great playmaker, but he's improving that as he's been more locked into that point guard position these first two seasons. Been a starter last year. He will definitely have a chance to increase his scoring and his assists with more spacing, more screens with bigs, and having more targets to pass to that can actually make shots and finish plays, which it means his assist number should go up, especially if he has the ball in his hand more, which we've seen that he did the last season. And I think that will only increase as they believe in him and the confidence instilled in him from just being their franchise point guard right now. I think that'd be a huge move to give him some more, run at that point guard position and more opportunities. Jordan Poole, I'm buying the hype. I feel like he has improved every season. We don't know when Clay's going to come back. We don't know what Clay will be. And we don't even know if he will be a starter when he comes back because most players come off the bench when they come off injuries. We don't really know exactly when he's coming back. They say Christmas time. Jordan Poole can shoot. He hasn't been the greatest or the most elite shooter, but he has improved each and every season. He's going to get starting minutes. They're going to need shooting. They're going to need spacing. They give him the green light. They let him be him. They have a confidence in him. They allow him to play his game, hit a couple mid ranges, hit a couple threes, make a couple layups, make the right pass in a free flowing system, get out in transition. You're looking at 18, 19, 20 points. That's all you really got to do. And I feel like he can do that. I'm not going based off the 30-point game that he had in preseason, but the minutes and the opportunity will be there. They need more scoring. They need more spacing. And they have a system where you can get open and you have opportunities. It's just about getting to those spots and knocking them down. Jordan Poole has shown that he can do it throughout the seasons. It's just he's going to have the opportunity now and he's going to have the minutes to really produce those numbers. This is a guy that averaged 12 points per game, so it's not like he can't score at all. And he shot 35% from three last year, showing that he has potential to be a pretty decent shooter, especially the more he gets the reps doing it in real games and real minutes. And opportunity gives repetition, and then it's just about him producing. Terrence Mann, I think he'll have opportunity. No Kawhi Leonard. Somebody's going to have to help Paul George out offensively. Somebody's going to have to make shots, make plays, and make things happen. Terrence Mann showed that he can do that in the postseason. Had a really good run that people really liked and really believed and really felt like he can be something decent for them. Kawhi Leonard goes down. Somebody's going to have to produce. They do have veterans, and they do have a lot of guys that's going to have to step in and play more minutes and fill in those minutes. But it's also going to be more minutes for Terrence Mann, a guy that averaged a couple points per game, only 7, I believe, last season. Those would definitely be in the double digits. As the more shots, the more opportunities will be there. Plus, he's going to get more chances with the ball in his hands, which means the other stats will fill up too, which means he'll have a more productive and more dependable season, hopefully, which means he'll be in the conversation for most improved player also. But if I had to pick somebody that's going to be my most improved player, I'm going with Monte Morris out of Denver. I felt like he should have started against Phoenix. 19 points, 21 points. The assists will be there. You know he can play off the ball, make threes, make mid-ranges. He can hit a floater, hit a layup. He's going to get way more minutes because Jamal Murray may not even play this season. If he does, he's going to come off the bench first, and he won't be the same Jamal Murray anyway. So Monte Morris probably might finish out the season as a starter. I think the playoffs really helped build confidence in him as they started him, gave him more opportunities and more chances. He knows the personnel. He knows the system. Jokic set good screens. Jokic sets you up with good passes. All you got to do is make the shot. All you got to do is finish the play, whether that's just making the assist, whether that's dumping it to Jokic, kicking it out to Jokic at 3 or the mid-range, or just coming off a screen, knocking down the mid-range, knocking down the 3, or even just setting up your teammates by reading and reacting to what the defense do. Monte Morris showed that he can be an 18, 19, 20-point scorer. I think that he definitely can do it. He may not be a high scorer. He may not be an all-star. I'm not going that far. But I'm looking at a team that you're going to have the opportunity. You have the spacing. You have the minutes. You have an MVP that's known for being unselfish and always setting people up. Plus, you have a lot of other guys like Aaron Gordon and Michael Porter that don't mind making the extra pass. Plus, that bench, ain't as much scoring on there either. I definitely think this could be a breakout season for Monte Morris. And this could really help this team because they're going to need guys that can make shots and make plays. Monte Morris showed the ability to do it. That's why they gave him the extension. That's why they allowed him to start. And right away, he showed that he can produce against one of the best point guards, Chris Paul, in defenses in the league and in the playoffs in the Phoenix Suns. And he was very efficient and productive in that series. And I feel like the more he plays, the more reps and the more feel he gets, the more confident and comfortable he will become. Meaning the numbers definitely should be there. The assists and the rebounds should be there. And he just making easy shots. All he has to really do is knock them down. I think this could be a season where he can be a high teen scorer and B, a real good solution for Jamal Murray being out. May not be as good as Jamal Murray, but it's better than what other teams will have as they backup point guard. He was a guy that they really loved and believed in, and that's why they kept him around and gave him minutes. Now he has an opportunity that he can seize and really be special. I think he'd be good, like I said, in the playoffs, and he was. Now he just has to do it for an entire season, which I think he can do that too. The numbers should be there. The win should be there. It only helps his argument. I'm going with Monte Morris for my most improved player of the year. Let me know who I got right, what I got wrong, who I missed, who I slept on, who you think is going to win it. Whoever you feel going to win it, let me know in the comment section below. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis signing out. Let me know what you guys feel. See y'all tomorrow, hopefully. Enjoy the rest of y'all day.